Okay, so as far as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles go, I never watched the show regularly as a kid. I saw maybe a couple episodes of the 2003 show, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I saw the 2007 film and I didn't even see the 2014 film until last week, and it wasn't that great either. So now let's talk about its sequel. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. That is quite the mouthful. So like I said, this is the sequel to the 2014 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film. Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo are back, and this time around Shredder is taking a backseat because now we got Bebop and Rocksteady. They're here to wreck some shit, and we got Krang, a villain from another dimension, and he is here to take over the world. And here we are with some more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ridiculousness. Because the first one, I said, okay, this film is not meant to be taken seriously at all. It is way too over-the-top, crazy, ridiculous. So as long as the film knows that, okay, it's gonna be fine. The turtle characters themselves, they're a fun group to hang out with. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to hang out with these guys in their underground sewer home. And I don't even mind April O'Neil and Casey Jones in this film. I know nobody likes Megan Fox at this point, but she wasn't horrible in this film, and neither was Stephen Amell. In fact, the big problem I had with the first one is that it focused way too much on April. This film actually kind of fixed that. They actually focused more on the turtles in this one. April and Casey were more side characters, so I was like, thank you for that. The characters I did not like in this film, first of all, Baxter Stockman, played by Tyler Perry. This guy was more cartoonish than anyone in this film. He had this really dumb, dopey laugh. Science. I'm not even exaggerating. That is what he sounded like. I'm like, this guy's stupid. Get him out of the shot. And Krang. Now, I don't know if they did him accurately to the comics or the cartoons or anything because, again, I didn't grow up watching the shit. He sounded like if Sylvester from Looney Tunes got drunk and became evil. He was like, I'm going to take over the world. Now, Bebop and Rocksteady, they were actually pretty fun to watch even though the CG was horrible. You know, there are a couple of dumb idiots, but in that there were some entertaining dialogue between them anyways. But any scene with those two in it, I was entertained. Now unfortunately, this movie did slow down in quite a few scenes. This movie's an hour and 45 minutes long, it felt more like 2 hours and 15. Getting back to the dialogue though, the dialogue for most of the film was horrible. Who writes this shit horrible? It really stood out when April was talking, April and Casey Jones and the police officers and shit. I was like, there are a million better ways to execute this scene. But again, this film is supposed to be a crazy, over-the-top, ridiculous, fun movie for kids. And in that, the action scenes and the visual effects, I was entertained as hell. It is visually par for the course for a Michael Bay film. You know, it's right up there with all the Transformers films, so it didn't surprise me there. What can I say? I like watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles do their thing, even though I really think those turtles look freaking weird. Ever since the first one came out, I was like, yeah, those turtles look really strange. But in the most basic turn-off-your-brain sense, you'll find enjoyment in this film. The question is this movie worth your money for a movie ticket? I was going to give this movie my Netflix rating, I really was, but if you have kids, then I really think they will enjoy it on the big screen. And they are the target demographic for these films, so I will say, wait until this movie's at a discount theater, then go see it. And the score for this film, it was actually pretty funny. When I was listening to it, I was like, this sounds an awful lot like the Transformers score. Then I found out it was composed by Steve Jablonsky, the composer for Transformers. And then it made more sense. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? And what is your favorite TMNT cartoon? Whatever it is, go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.